I have given a name to my pain. The Batman.
Always waiting for some Batman to save you.
It's simple. We kill the Bat of Gotham. You don't really think you'll win, do you? I'm Batman.
Hey now, welcome to episode number 17. I had to check here because I didn't want to pull a Rick shoe and
Never.
say it was episode 11 or something like that. It is episode 17 of the Batman on Film vlog. I am the founder of Batman on Film, Bill, Jett, Ramey, and with me today, I guess we're co-piloting this together, is the great Justin Kowalski. How are you, Justin?
Doing well today. I'm excited that we haven't done a BOF show in a bit, so
yeah.
I've been kind of hungering for that. So
good. Okay. Well,
good.
Okay. Good. So anyway, you can tell. I don't know if you can tell. I'm about to hit I'm going on vacation, so I stopped shaving like Tuesday last week just to get ready for that. So, just to mention, Batman Podcast Network at BatmanPodcastNetwork.com. It kind of looks like the old Batman on Film because I'm in the process of getting a brand new page for it, which will come probably maybe this summer, early this summer. But it's got its own, of course, it's its own thing now. You know the URL, BatmanPodcastNetwork.com. If you got a show, hit us up. We'll add you to it. Even if you talk just a little bit about Batman, Justin's Let's Go cast is on there, and that's cool. He talks a little bit about Batman, a whole lot about other stuff too. So, what's going on with that? You got anything new on the Let's Go stuff?
Yeah, every week we got a Let's Go comic show coming out, and then the standard, just the regular Let's Go pop culture show. That's about every 2 weeks, maybe a month. It's just been a busy for my partner on that. So
okay,
but yeah, the comic show every week though.
So anyway, we always try. Ryan usually on the podcast has a show he'll spotlight. So I just, Justin's here. We'll talk a little Let's Go cast, but it's on the Batman Podcast Network. And if you like what we do on the podcast, if you like what we do on these vlogs, or if you like what we write and what's on Batman on Film proper, and if you want to contribute, check us out at patreon.com/Batman on Film. It's much appreciated. I promise. It all goes into the website. All right, Justin, let's start. A little bit of not much Batman on Film news. Kind of. We'll get to kind of the one part, but some good, there's some DC on Film news, which is worth talking about. Kristen Wiig has been cast as the Cheetah in Wonder Woman 2, and there's been a bit of a freak out. Very Heath Ledger-ish and Michael Keaton-ish and even Anne Hathaway-ish. What do you think, man? I had no problem with it. I kind of like out-of-the-box casting, thinking out of the box sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, but it's not unexpected to see the reactions. For her, when they were rooming her, I don't know, it was 2 weeks back or so. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't think they'd go that direction, but it didn't bug me. Yeah, it doesn't bug me anymore. None of it bugs me.
Yeah, a lot of people immediately assume, I guess, because of her background, they're going to do it's going to be a goof. They're going to do comedy or whatever, and I don't think that's the case. She's a pretty damn good actress, as well as a comedian. So I don't think that's what.
She had some dramatic roles in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That was kind of more of a weird movie, but the Martian, she was in there. She played some straightforward roles. And we don't know the take. We don't know what Wonder Woman 2 is going to be like. Yeah. So
we know supposedly, and it's pretty. They've even reported in the trades. It's supposed to be set in the '80s, Cold War '80s, which I think I love. I love period pieces like that, so I'm all for that.
Yeah.
There's been different incarnations of the Cheetah. What do you think they'll do with the character? I know the original character didn't have superpowers, and it was more of a split personality person. Yeah. She worked in the government in Washington, D.C. I don't know what angle they're going at. So you got a preference or
no? They'll probably go with the split personality. Just if you're going to have like Kristen Wiig in it, there might be some type of like transformation part. If they don't have like the animalistic side, I think that's a miss. Just because you need that, you need an opponent who is formidable for Wonder Woman. So I imagine you'll get both. You'll get that hybrid of whatever works best in the movie, as instead of just she's always Cheetah or So
it's kind of like the Cheetah is Lex Luthor to Superman and the Joker to Batman. This is Wonder Woman's arch enemy for the most part. And what's cool, not only is it's a film, I think it's got to be the first. Am I going to be right here, Justin? The first time we have a female superhero lead and a female supervillain lead in the same movie. So,
in a good movie.
In a good movie. What am I missing on here? Catwoman, or what? I mean,
I don't know. I didn't see Catwoman.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'd have to ask Ryan.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know that Sharon Stone was in that, so I'm guessing
she was the villain in that film.
Villain,
yeah.
But not with a name. So, and Supergirl wasn't. Who was Faye Dunaway in that movie? Was she?
Yeah. God, I saw that at theater years ago when it came out. Yeah, she was like the villain. But I mean, this seems to be like almost almost bill it as a first. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't think of anything recently that they've had a female lead superhero and a female lead supervillain. I can't.
No.
I'm going through Marvel. Yeah. All right. Well, good. I'm all for it. I posted. I was having a little bit of fun with the freak out, and I just posted on Twitter. I said, Ronda Rousey should have been Cheetah, and joke, people. Come on now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
I don't think that anybody, if you actually had read the Batman on Film article I wrote that reported that news, I said I dug it and I was down with it, and I liked out of the box type of thinking. All right. So Wonder Woman 2 is going to get rolling here. I'm excited. I'm super excited for that. I love Wonder Woman's one of my favorite comic book films, so I'm ready to see what they do.
I have my Wonder Woman coffee cup today.
Go. All right. All right. That's all I got here. I need to, look. Okay.
You need to expand, Bill.
I know.
No, I got my Batman hat. My blue and gray Batman hat.
Blue and gray Batman. All right. Let's talk about the kind of sort of Batman on Film news.
All right.
There's a report in the Wrap, I want to get my trade right, I believe, that said that they are the Joker origin film that Todd Phillips is writing and directing and Martin Scorsese is apparently going to produce, is going to riff a little bit off of The Killing Joke, whereas the dude that becomes the Joker is going to be portrayed as a failed comedian. Any thoughts? I got some thoughts, but what do you think there, Mr. Justin?
It's hard because I'm not excited about this idea of this kind of like, I think it's just more of it's a confusing thing to do with the brand. That aside, man, again, it goes back to the origin of the Joker being, it's better when it's a mystery, Yeah. Now I get the Killing Joke. I actually think I'm one of the people that enjoy the basic idea of the Killing Joke. Even in the Killing Joke, he says, my origin's multiple choice. We don't even know if that's a real thing. It's kind of, we don't know. It's a source. Obviously the Burton film kind of took a bunch from it. They didn't take the comedian side of it. So it's okay. I'm kind of indifferent on it. If they go about that way, okay. I mean, it's kind of a ham-fisted idea, though. He was a comedian and he wasn't funny, and so he becomes a Joker. I mean, that's a very 1950s like origin for a supervillain. I'm not saying they can't make it work and it can't be interesting. I'm not interested in that idea. I'm with you. I am not interested in the Joker's origin. Not even Red Hood and stuff like that. I mean, I like the way they did it in The Dark Knight. I mean, Chris Nolan said that the great thing about the Joker is he just is, and you don't know anything else. So I kind of subscribe to
that theory as well. And even before that, I remember when I was a kid reading a reprint of, golly, what was the Red Hood story, the origin of the Joker from the early 1950s, and kind of like, I kind of remember thinking, I don't really want to know who the Joker is, you know? I don't want to know, you know, so just, I don't know. I like the casting of Joaquin Phoenix. I don't mind that. I mean, what is
that solid yet? Well, is that for sure?
The trades say he's in talks, but there's varying degrees of, you know, it's like he's in talks, so it might happen to where it's like a done deal type of he's in talks.
Yeah. That's about the only thing that makes me interested is Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, and I mean, and then there's, how do you do Joker without Batman? I mean, I just, you know, I don't know. I don't really mind, and that's a discussion and a debate for another day. I don't mind, really, at this point. I've kind of opened up to different versions of these characters on screen. With, you know, that's kind of going against what I said, like when they tried to do Justice League Mortal, right in the middle of while The Dark Knight was going to film. I was against that, but now I think we're at a different time, and it really doesn't bother me. It's the whole origin thing, you know, with the Joker and whatnot. So we'll see how this pans out. Who the hell knows? I mean, I like the fact it's supposed to be a gritty 80s gangster type thing, so that's kind of cool. But the origin part, I'm not sold on yet. Yeah, and
the other part, didn't they say it was supposed to be like a younger Joker? And, you know, Joaquin Phoenix, he's like, what, 43, 44?
Yeah.
So I don't know. No idea. We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll report it. And if it happens, we'll discuss. You know, we'll see what happens. All right. Shazam, it's Captain Marvel to me. I see it on like every vlog, but the movie Shazam is filming in Toronto, and there's spy pics galore, man.
Yeah.
Every cell phone spy pics. One pic was pretty good. You can really see some detail on the
on the suit,
Captain Marvel suit, Shazam suit. I'm Justin. I don't know about you. I am just perplexed beyond belief that Warner Brothers didn't release a publicity still of Zachary Levi as Captain Marvel Shazam before they started filming on location. And it's like they don't care. It seems like I don't. Am I a dinosaur? What's the deal, man? I mean, give me some insight here.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like a really bad kind of like, there's two parts of making the movie. You know, you have your publicity side, and you have the guys that are doing the work, you know. Mm-hmm. They obviously know what their schedules are. It could be they don't care. Maybe they're going for a different type of a buzz. Maybe they think, hey, maybe if we get some set leaks, it can create a different type of buzz for these deals. I really don't know.
I thought about that. You know, you're going with can we call Captain Marvel Shazam an obscure character?
I mean, he in his whole publishing history, DC's maybe had 2 ongoings in the last since they've obtained him as a character, and so I would say, I mean, he's had media, he's been in cartoons, he's been in some of those directed videos. He hasn't really had a long-lasting run besides, I think, the Ordway run in the '90s, and there was one in the '70s as well. So, yeah, he's not like a household name. Yeah. But I don't know if that has anything to do with it, though. I think they're really trying to cater to the fanboys right now. Of like, here's some shots.
That's the only people who would be seeing
this.
I mean,
and when I say fanboys, I really don't mean the fanboys. I mean like the people that know this stuff. And overall, I think besides not giving us an in-house photo that's cleaned up, Photoshop and all that stuff, people have responded okay to it. The only negative has been, why don't you guys give us your photo? We want to see like how you want it presented, because we're getting, we don't have any effects on it. The lighting's weird. It's just him hanging out. Like there's one scene where he's just got earmuffs on or whatever. So it's probably not the first way we want to like digest this costume. And so
I agree with that totally.
On that part, I don't think they really had a good plan. Like your point of the whole Catwoman deal on the Batpod, that's how you got to handle this stuff.
Yeah.
Or else.
I mean, I was just talking to Rick on the phone actually, and we talked about it, and he was like, "What's up with all this? These damn Shazam pictures?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." The same thing we're talking about, and I said, and I'm like, when I went to Pittsburgh to go on my set visit for Dark Knight Rises, the Friday I was traveling, it was actually when they did the outside fight scene. Where she came down in the Bat Pod, you know, all that. And so that Thursday night, Thursday night, they released that first pic of Anne Hathaway as Catwoman on the Bat Pod, and that just negated all of the spy pics. I mean, it just takes all the wind out of the sail of people trying to you know, get a boost out of the spy pics. So I kind of feel the same way about you know, the Captain Marvel stuff. I think the suit looks good. I mean, just from what I've seen, it looks like Captain Marvel. You know, it looks like
it's very New 52.
Got the hood, New 52. Yeah, I'm not a big hood wearer. I like kind of like, you know, the Elvis 70s Elvis cape. You know, Elvis
took it from Shazam.
He did. He was a fan of
Shazam. Didn't take it from Elvis. Yeah.
Elvis, if you didn't know, here's some trivia. Elvis was a huge Captain Marvel Jr. fan when he was a kid.
Oh, really? He was Junior?
He was Junior, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And, of course, I'm sure he's a Captain Marvel fan as well, but I mean, he was a kid. I mean, that's why you had Captain Marvel Jr., you know. Freddie Freeman turns into Captain Marvel Jr., and you know, and so his suit, those 70s suits he wore in concert were, he's going back to his childhood. He liked Captain Marvel Jr. I mean, go look at them, compare them. They look a lot like it. Anyway, so I'm still very much excited for this film because I've said before, when I was about 8 and 9, the 70s show was on. I loved that show. Yeah. And I that's what turned me on to the character. I remember the first time I kind of sort of got introduced was in, golly, it's got to be 72 or 3, 4, somewhere in there. There was a Superman comic with Captain Thunder. I don't know if you've ever seen that. And Captain Thunder was basically, it was Captain Marvel, you know, and I mean, the kid that turned into Captain Thunder was Willie Fawcett, you know, Fawcett Comics. You know, I think that was in the midst, you know, when DC was just getting the rights to distribute Captain Marvel, so they did this Captain Thunder thing, and then they ended up Captain Marvel and on the TV show and all that stuff. So anyway,
let me ask you a crazy question, because I only seen a couple of those Shazam, the '70s show, where they're in the Winnebago and all that stuff. Now, I saw a bootleg video of the Justice. It was like some Super Friends thing. Adam West, Burt Ward on it, but they also had Hawkman. They had Shazam. Was it the same actor doing Shazam in that did the TV show?
I'll have to see. They had two Captain Marvels in that show.
Oh, okay.
The first one was Jackson Bostwick, and he left after the first season, and the other guy was John Davey, who took over. So if you look, you'll see two different Captain Marvels.
Okay.
Same Billy Batson. Billy Batson wasn't a kid. He was like 18 or whatever, you know. But you know, and then he wore a shirt that was all red and yellow, like Captain Marvel, and they drove around with Mentor in the van, and you know, was helping people out. I loved that show when I was a kid, man. My mom made me a Captain Marvel. I had a Captain Marvel costume too.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know where it is today.
Oh, I was gonna say, you gotta dig that one up.
I wish I could find it. I will try. I mean, that's good Lord, that's 40-something years ago, man. But I was all into Shazam and Captain Marvel back then. But I'm excited for it. Come on, Warner Brothers, give us a good pick. You know, come on.
Yeah,
I want to
make it happen. Yeah, maybe WonderCon. I don't know. WonderCon's about a week away.
Coming. Yeah. So real quick before we finish up here, you're going to WonderCon. Correct?
I am going to WonderCon.
Okay, and anything particular you're going to focus on or want to see that's going to be there? I know I sent you some stuff of what I got from. I haven't got anything from Warner Brothers yet because I think they're gonna have a presentation. I'll shoot it to you when I.
I heard Saturday is the Warner Brothers day, so I definitely will head to that if that is what it is. That's just a rumor. But yeah, I'm gonna check out.
Yeah, was it Batman Ninja? I sent you some information on.
No, it was the re-release of Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, that's what it is.
Yeah, so I might check that out.
Okay.
But I usually check out the DC panels if I can, and I'll go to some of the Marvel stuff because I like both. But this is a DC show, so we'll talk about the DC stuff.
Okay.
The rumor is Aquaman trailer.
Okay.
So hopefully that comes out. I'm excited to see that. So I just love going to cons. I'm still where I can handle it, and it's close enough that when I'm done, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go home. So because after you get about 6 hours of con, you're like, I feel like I'm done. Once the panels are over, I don't go for. So I like panels.
Well, y'all, Justin will be at WonderCon, and he'll have his press pass and whatever Batman on Film gets invited to. If he can cover, he will cover it and have a report, and we'll have a vlog or a podcast, and we'll talk about it, and he'll have pictures and video and all that stuff too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some video going. I don't have my video people with me this time, but I've got this, and then we'll see.
All right. We'll finish up here real quick. DC announced a new imprint, new label, new imprint, what they call it.
Yeah.
It's called DC Black Label. It's essentially All Star, like All Star used to be, right?
Yeah. It feels like it.
And it's guru creators getting together and writing stories that aren't part of canon, not in continuity, so they can kind of do their own thing. And it's not like I saw a lot of people say, "Oh, this is Elseworld." It's not Elseworlds. It's really, they're going to focus on the characters. They're going to be familiar to us.
Yeah.
It's just going to be not, you don't have, in fact, there's 2 Batman stories. One is by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, and the other is, and here's something I'll tell you, Justin, because it happened this morning. The other's by Brian Azzarello and Lee Bermejo. I talked to Lee this morning. He's going to come on when he can talk about that project.
Oh, nice.
He'll come on and he'll talk about it with us. So he's going to do a podcast or vlog with us. So
that's awesome.
So what's your take on this new label? Did you like All Star? Did you like the premise when that came out? The premise?
Yeah, I liked All Star Batman in the beginning. It just got kind of wonky because here's the thing with that. Well, I'm going back to the Jim Lee, Frank Miller one. Sorry. Were you referring to the Scott Snyder one?
No.
Okay. You talk
All Star Batman and Robin Boy Wonder, Frank Miller. Yeah.
That never wrapped up.
It never ended. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the idea. I just want to read good stories. I think a really good example of that again is White Knight. Man, that is just one of the best comics, right? One of the best Batman comics coming out.
Dude, it's my favorite Batman story to read right now, to be honest with you. I like it better than Batman proper with Tom King.
Really?
I love Tom King's Batman.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but White Knight is. I think it's going to be a Dark Knight Returns level graphic novel classic when it's all said and done. It's that good. I thought it's if you're not reading it right now, I think we said it before. Wait for it to come collected because
it's got 2 more issues after this last one, and it'll probably be out by summer. I imagine midsummer they'll probably release it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it to collect it because hopefully there's some behind. Because Sean Murphy, I'm sure he's got like pages of like just sketches and everything. I want to see that, and it's such a good book, man. Side note, just when that '89 Burton Batmobile showed up in this, I was so happy.
There's a lot of nods to Batman '89. There's nods to animated Batman. I mean, all kinds of stuff. In the car that Batman drives is very much the Tumbler almost. And I love it. And if you're not reading,
it's good stuff. Go read it.
It's good.
Even Rick, who doesn't read comics,
reading it. Yeah,
is reading.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Got off on a tangent there, but
So Black Label.
Black Label, and speaking of Dark Knight Returns, as I mentioned, Frank Miller's doing Superman Year One.
He is?
Superman Year One, and that.
I didn't hear
Black
that.
Label. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's 2 I know there's 2 Batman stories. The one with the one that Brian Azzarello and Lee are doing is teaming Batman up with Constantine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think the premise is the Joker actually dies.
Okay.
And it's what the result or the fallout of that. And I'm not completely sure. The one that Scott Snyder's doing with Greg Capullo is like the last Batman story type of deal. So we'll see. And then they're doing Superman Year One, and there's a Wonder Woman one as well. So
that's the one thing my critique was like, let's do some other stuff. Like, don't let it just be a Batman line because out the gate they were just like the 2 Batman stories and more.
I didn't mention the others because I just mentioned the Batman ones because it was Batman on film. But yeah, there's Frank Miller's doing Superman Year One, and he's writing it, and
who's drawing it?
the dude who did Dark Knight 3.
Oh, okay. Kubert.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
So,
all right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
This Black Label thing, I'm interested. I like the out of the continuity stuff. I like the Batman Earth 1, the first edition. I wasn't a huge fan of the second, but I like all that. Speaking of Earth 1, you read Green Lantern Earth 1.
Yeah, review coming probably today. That was really good.
Okay.
Like I started.
Tease it.
Yeah, I teased. So Green Lantern Earth 1, one of the it's not an Elseworlds. It's basically a new spin, new take on familiar properties, and it's hard slant sci-fi. And I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. I love Green Lantern. He's probably like my second favorite DC guy. And I read like the first, I think 9-10 pages, and then I had to put it down, and then it's 130 something pages. And so I breezed through, the remaining 115 later on that night. I couldn't put it down. I was like, this is really good. And, it gives you all the feels of Green Lantern, and a little bit of like, oh, I know what they're doing there, like little setups towards the end. It's good. I have a review coming. It'll be later on today, and you'll probably post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
as soon as you get
go
it,
get it.
Is it being released this coming week?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So look for Justin's review on Green Lantern Earth 1.
Yeah.
It'll be coming, and you'll find it. It'll be out for you to purchase this coming Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you can read for yourself. So I'm looking forward to reading your review. I started reading, and like you said, it's a pretty hefty amount of reading to get through it. I just haven't had the.
But it goes fast though. I mean, because it's So
okay, good.
It was good stuff.
Like I said, I'm gonna be on vacation. I'll read it here this week. I'll have time to sit down and do it. All right, let's plug some stuff. Justin, what you got, man?
Yeah, just like we said at the top, just check out letsgocast.com if you want to hear some more shows, especially if you're into the comics. We do a comic show every week, Let's Go Comic Show. It's fun, and sometimes we'll have guests and just kind of go over what's going on during the week, any news that's been popping up, and we'll discuss it and talk about some books we've read. So I would appreciate it. Check it out.
All right, and you and Ryan, Justin and Ryan are going to have their February vlog.
Yeah, he had to duck
breakdown
out this week because he had some stuff, but it's
yeah,
coming.
Yeah, it's coming. So that's always a good show. So check that out. All right, anything you want to rant on, or anything you anything you want to say before we go today? Anything
what it has been cool is our the Batman on Film Facebook group. We have the page, but the group has been actually pretty cool. There's a lot of good combo going on there. I would say if you're not on there, come on there and hang out and chat, because there's been some fun conversations and sometimes some goofs, people posting goofy stuff, and it's just kind of a fun place to hang out during the week and pop in there. And so there's a bunch of good guys there and ladies, so check it out.
I was kind of leery of doing it because you know how that stuff can be online. You know.
Oh yeah.
But I will say that I haven't come across any nonsense, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, that people have been very posting respectfully and like, and not acting like a fanboy and all that stuff. Like you can get some of these message boards. Essentially, a message board is what it ends up being. But you know how they can just be a cesspool of nonsense. So I appreciate if you are watching and you're one of the people who participate there. I appreciate your behavior and you being nice dudes and nice dudettes, because it's much appreciated. It's nice to be able to go online and be able to talk about Batman on a social media platform where anybody basically can come and not have to deal with nonsense, and there hasn't been any. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
All right, let's see again. Batman Podcast Network. I already plugged that. BatmanPodcastNetwork.com. Patreon for Batman on Film. Patreon.com.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I will say one more thing.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'm trying to get something up. Since it's Batman on Film's 20th anniversary, we have to sell that more. We got to let people know the history of it.
Yes.
I'm going to have a special Batman on Film 20th anniversry T-shirt in our TeePublic store. Okay. So I'll get that going, and you can promote that. So that'd be a great way just for people to show, like, hey.
Yeah, I'll have to.
20 years.
Yeah, I'll give some away, too. We'll do something on the show, get some kind of giveaway, too. I'll give out some shirts as well. All right. And again, patreon.com/Batman on Film. Follow me on Twitter @Batman on Film. And I just posted my Blu-ray review of Justice League, which I got. You know what? I did not go through and read. I went through the extras, basically.
Okay.
I mean, I put on there, hey, if you want to read my review, and you can read the review. My opinion hasn't changed, and I will say if you like the movie, if you're a fan of the movie, you'll like the extras. If you were on the movie or didn't like it, you won't be interested in the extras. It's probably that simple. It's that cut and dry to me. So that's what I was trying to get across. So with all that said, Batman on film, authoritative, definitive, Justin.
Dadgum original.
Yes. All right. We'll catch you next time.
All right.